We live. We live, we live, we live. So, JEMZ is on this YouTube thing now. Went from the Instagram to the YouTube. Well, technically went from the Snapchat to the Instagram to the YouTube. But anyways, yeah. So, name's Jemima in it. Most people know me by JEMZ. Been a PT for about a year and a half, maybe about 2 years maybe now. I can't exactly remember, to be honest. Been training for about 3.5 years, so coming up to 4 years soon. And competed once, which was last year, men's physique. And yeah, thought I'd just try and come to the YouTube thing, and yeah, basically drop some bit of knowledge for everyone who's struggling with training or wants to compete or just looking for a bit of content, I guess. Yeah, so I thought this YouTube thing would be a good thing to try out, because you can't really do this kind of stuff on Insta. But yeah, I can already tell, like, this I'm gonna struggle with intros because this feels awkward as fuck, but no matter. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a hat in the videos, because my hair is shocking, fam. That trim is dead. Like, I look like a homeless man. So the hat's gotta stay on until trim day, which is Friday. But anyways, so the next couple of videos are gonna be based on my prep. I've now started my prep with my team, which is, well, I ain't gonna get into that really, but yeah, I've started a new team with a guy called Emmy and Jono, and their team's called EJ Pro, Team EJ Pro, and yeah, so they're kind of putting me through my paces in terms of diet, training, and just dropping knowledge on me as well, because even as I'm a PT, there's still things I need to learn myself. Like, it's an industry that is constantly growing, and there's plenty of new things to keep learning, to be honest, in terms of about the body, food, training. And look how complex the body is, look how many styles of training you can do, and look how many foods out there, and how food affects your body. But I'm gonna get into that in a later video. But right now, this is just a little intro to kind of gauge what my content's gonna be about, basically. So I thought I'm gonna start doing a series. So the series is gonna be based on my prep and how I'm coping with my prep. So this first series is just basically gonna be like a vlog, just to see how I'm coping. I'm gonna be putting a couple clips in with when I'm training. I don't know how frequent the training clips will be, just for the fact that, man, I either got to record it myself or got to get someone else to do it, and they're not always available. So yeah, and I'd like editing I gotta do as well. So I don't even know when this is gonna release, if I'm honest. But yeah, so I'm just gonna give a bit of information about myself, about how I got into training in the first place, and why I started competing, and what competing kind of entails in itself. So when I started training, so that must have been technically I started training in year 10. So I don't even know how many years ago that was now, because man's 20. I can't be asked to do math, I'll be honest, man, shit at math, so I'm not even going to attempt to do math. But yeah, started off when I was in year 10, well, going into year 10, so the 60 holiday period. So I was just in the frame of mind, like, you know what, I'm going to get one before I go back to school. But you know how it is when you're a kid, you don't really take it too serious. So man went to a little gym. It wasn't even a big gym, like a proper big gym, it was just a tiny little, like, council gym in an area called Sutton. So trained there for about 6 days, and you know, put on a tiny bit of size, you know, enough size for people to start noticing. People like school, like, yo bro, you got bigger, you know, you got bigger. Plus man got taller as well, so that benefited man in school. But yeah, so originally I kind of started training just for the fact of it wasn't even for school. It was just the fact that it kind of helped me keep calm a lot of the time. I had a lot of anger problems and struggled with it, so it kind of helped me let off the steam, I guess, which was good, yeah. And on top of that, like, man wanted to just look good for school really as well. Don't get me wrong, like, I'd worked out anyway because originally I was a fat kid, so I kind of started training at home, just doing the basics like push-ups, jogging, sit-ups, and then when I kind of lost the weight I had and I was comfortable, then I started training in 6 holiday when I was going into year 10. And I did have goal for myself, like I can't remember exactly who it was. I think at the time it might have been it might have just been Jaden Smith. You know that film Karate Kid? I saw how his physique was in when he did that film, and I was like, "Rah, that's mad." And the kid is even that much older than me. So I was just like, nah, I want to get to that point. I want a six pack like that. So that's what I went for. But as I said, in school I didn't take it too serious. It was just here and there, to the point where after a while it did stop. I just started doing those like the casual dumbbells in my room. That was what I ended up doing really, because I had bigger things to think about, like exams in year 11. So training flopped off after that, and then I didn't really start it again until a year later after I'd left school. But yeah, about a year or half a year, something like that. I restarted it because I went into the fitness industry anyway. So I've left school, gone college. College was shit. But yeah, went college and did a thing there, trying to do sport course. But my college was crap anyway. So I went to another, like, I think it wasn't even like a college, it was like a training centre. And I ended up getting an apprenticeship later on in the gym for my gym instructing. So I left there, did my gym instructing course, and that's what led me on this path. So I kind of knew that the fitness industry was the industry I wanted to go into. Plus, the reason I wanted to go into the fitness industry in the first place was when I trained about my mates and everything, I really enjoyed seeing them progress more than even seeing myself progress. I liked helping them progress to their goals. So I was just like, nah, I want to do this as a full-time thing. So that's what got me into the fitness industry in the first place. And then when I did my gym instructing course and my apprenticeship, past that, and I realised that gym instructing is pretty much a bit of a dead end. You don't really do much in gym instructing, if I'm honest. It's one of them ones. So the next thing was PT course. And the PT course, for some reason, like, my apprenticeship was supposed to do my PT course as well, but they flaked on me. They just dipped. They said, yeah, we're gonna call you about your PT course. You can do it at this new gym, because I left the gym I did my apprenticeship with in the end, because it was just bare far from where I lived. I went to a gym across the road for myself, and then they basically just ditched, man. They just went, so yeah, we're gonna call you back. We're gonna call you back. They called me back. They just dipped off. So that was that. So I had to look for a course. And man just came back from a holiday as well. So man's money was rinsed. Weren't in work. It was just a bad timing. Bad timing, because it was my birthday like a month before I started this work. So I splashed out on my birthday, and then I went on holiday like 2 weeks later. So splashed my money out there. So man's money was almost rinsed, and I was about to try and find a way to, because at the gym I was working at as well, you had to kind of pay a rent. So I'm trying to pay the rent, and I'm trying to find a course as well, and obviously then pay for the course. So getting my level 3 took a lot longer than I really wanted it to, but I did it in the end anyways. And got my level 3 done, and started PTing. I was PTing anyway, but started PTing. But what people don't tell you when you're doing your courses and that is how it's actually going to be trying to get clients. No one tells you the marketing side of it. No, it's just about the body, how to train people, health and safety, and all this and that. You know how the drill goes. If you do fitness and if you're a personal trainer, they don't tell you about marketing. So I struggled for a while with getting myself out there. I weren't a very vocal guy anyway, so I didn't like the thought of just walking up to some random stranger and then selling them my business, basically. Like, oh, do you want PT? Do you want PT? Do you want PT? Being like that. I know it works for some man in it, but it's just not me in it. It just weren't me. In the end, I did get a couple of clients. I found a route to how I could get clients, but even then, it still weren't enough. But either way, I moved gym, and I've started to do the online business now, which is I'm gonna open my website soon. Watch out for that, because the link's gonna be here soon for when I do. So when it drops, all you that want PT, holla at your boy. But until that day. So on to prep, last year's prep. Now, I can't say that I'd ever said to myself, oh, I really want to do bodybuilding and I want to do that as a all-out career. But I did want to experience it, so I did try it out. I wanted to try it out. The idea lasted in my head for about a good year and a half, and then I finally tried to do it last year, and it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. A lot more goes into it than what people initially think. So I just thought it was just going to be strict to that than what I usually have. Cardio and practicing posing. Yeah, that's it. But then it's a case of that's not just it really, is it? It's what food you're having, how much you're having. As much as I'm a PT, I didn't understand the whole concept of the prep side of it really. Like, how do I explain it? I knew what kind of worked for me to kind of get muscle and stay lean and get lean, but I didn't know shredded was just another level of being lean, in my opinion, and getting there was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So what I tried to do, I did too early, is I tried to cut all my carbs out. So I lost size because of it. Got cut. It got leaner, but I lost size due to the fact that carbs give you energy, and the energy then helps you train better. And not just that, it still does help with the muscle build. As much as protein is the main one of muscle repair and growth, carbs do help. It kind of walks side by side, really, isn't it? So that's one reason the reason why I came third, because even though it's my first show and I did well for my first show, third out of the possible 8 or 9, so man came third, but I just know I could have done better, but messed the diet up. Second thing that I went wrong with was supposing. You know what? It is my own fault as well, because I should have known better. I know how I am, and I'm a slow learner, and I need hands-on help. So I was just looking at YouTube videos trying to how to pose, and it just weren't good enough. It just weren't. And third reason, if I'm honest, I don't think there is really a third reason. Oh no, confidence on stage. Almost forgot that. Even though I felt confident on the day and everything, and I was ready to get on stage, I was not as confident as the other lads. They might have done it before, but it's just not. That's no excuse in the day. I just wasn't confident enough. But in the end, I ended up getting a prep coach, a friend who worked with me, and he kind of helped me out with the rest of my prep. So I think he helped me out from 6 weeks, and then from 6 weeks he kind of just guided me. So he helped me with my posing, fixed my diet plan because that needed to be sorted, otherwise I wouldn't be able to compete. And then confidence was something that you can't really help someone that they gotta do that themselves. So I think when it got to 2 weeks out, I started to really I was ready. But before that, I was ready to quit. I was ready to be like, you know what, this ain't worth it, man. I love food too much. I don't like doing cardio. This is just crap. But I persevered through it because you just got to in it. I would never be able to live it down if I just quit there and then. So I did it. And 2 weeks out, when I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, looking at my abs, man, I ain't gonna lift this vest right now because it's dead. But I'm looking at myself, I was like, Ross, man is ready for this. I am shredded. I was feeling myself. I was raw feeling myself. I won't even lie. Man was gassed to the levels. So that gave me confidence to be ready to do the show. But I just wasn't confident enough. Wasn't confident in showing it on stage. So it wasn't that I wasn't confident. I was worried about my posing more than anything. My body I was confident in. My posing was what I was worried about, and I had a good reason to be worried because I messed up on stage. And I'll show you a clip at some point as well of me messing up on stage. I don't really care about it too much. It was a learning curve. But yeah, so this is gonna be a prep series. So the next one's gonna be about who I'm with now, the team I'm with, and what they've set me on in terms of food and training. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put a little mini clip on, a little training, little clip, not too much. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Hands out.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from dealing. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with the bat. Snapping with a phone and dab. Boss up a man with a duster. Put him in the drip and sip blockbuster.